Hey guys, what's up? It's Underlordtico here, bringing you guys a video of Massive Action Game. And Massive Action Game is pretty much my favorite first-person shooter to date, and simply because it's awesome. It's a massive game, 256 online players at the same time, and I've had at least 300 hours put into this game, which is a lot. Actually, it's one of the games in my life that I've put the most hours into, considering the game is only online. It does not have a single player or anything. I have not really tried to get all the trophies in this game. I only got like 54% of the trophies. I'll even unlock a trophy during this video, even after playing for over 300 hours. I just really focus on one playstyle and not all of them, and that's the real way you unlock all the trophies is if you do a lot of different things. But anyways, the video I'm bringing you guys right now, I'm just going to talk a little bit about something that's mag related, but it pretty much applies to any first-person shooter game that has objectives. And what I'm trying to say is, when they go and get stuff, and that's pretty much like the title of the video, you run like hell. And that's pretty much what I'm doing in this video. So pretty much I was playing this game, and I got stuck with a clan. Not a clan, I got stuck in a squad. So you guys can see I'm the squad leader. And I got stuck in the squad leader, and I was a squad leader for this squad, and it seems like I'm repeating myself, but it was just that this squad was so bad. Like, in this game, it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of teamwork to be able to win, and your squad has to like pretty much not follow every one of your orders, but at least they have to try to work together and stay in a group. That way they get like the squad leader bonuses, and that way just things go smoothly. If you're attacking an objectives, it's better attacking it with like the full squad, like all 8 people, instead of 4 people being all the way on one side of the map, but all the 4 people actually attacking the objectives. You need like the full squad to be able to take objectives. So this was just one of those games where you got a squad, and like at least for the first 5 minutes of the game, I was trying to tell my squad what to do and where to go, and like to stick together and stick to the objectives, so they can get more experience, and so we can move forward and win. And it was just useless. It was just useless to tell them anything. Sometimes people don't get that games like these require it's objective based and it's team based, that you cannot win by yourself, and they try to go out and be a lone wolf, and that's kind of impossible to do in mag. In mag, it's impossible to win by yourself, no matter how good you are. Because no matter how good you are, there's 128 other guns pointing at you from the other opposing team. So no matter how good you think you might be, you cannot beat 128 people by yourself. So pretty much the thing I'm trying to say is, when the going gets really tough like that, and you see you're in like a hopeless situation, and your team does not want to listen to you, and they want to do whatever they want to do, which is not really focusing and pushing forwards towards the winning the game, the most you can do, the most you can do to help them out is go ahead and try to take out the enemy electronics and the enemy devices sitting back there, like their motor battery, which is to call airstrikes on you, their sensor array. You can take out their motor pool. You can take out their gates. So you're pretty much what you do is like whenever they go and get stuff, you just let your team whatever they want to do. Since it's only one person, and I was pretty much like me and another person in the team was the only two people actually pushing forward to the objective. So what I did was, since all 7 people are pretty much just staying over there and doing pretty much whatever they want to do except that one guy, 2 of us are not going to make a difference, and 2 of us cannot take down a whole bunker protected by a really good squad that's actually working together by ourselves. Us 2 can't do that. So I just went ahead and I left, and I went all the way to the back. I tracked myself all the way to the back of the area where the enemy sat, to the back lines, behind the enemy lines. And pretty much what it is like, you just go back there and you start blowing shit up, and that's how you do it. When the going gets tough and nobody wants to listen to you, you run like hell and try to bypass all the enemy defenses, the main enemy defense line, and as soon as you pass it, assuming you got a sensor jammer and you're not firing any shots. That is very important. You cannot fire any shots, and you gotta have a sensor jammer, because a sensor jammer in this game makes it to where when you run, you won't get detected or picked up by the enemy on the map from running. And also, even with a suppressor, even with a silencer, if you shoot off and there's somebody near you, they can still pick you up in the map or in the radar. They can still pick you up, especially if they got an acoustic locator, which amplifies their range of shot detection. So things like those really, you gotta run, you gotta have the sensor jammer, and you gotta try not to fire any shots. If you've been seeing this, you see that there will actually be some times where there's people close to me, and I will not fire any shots, or I will wait till they go further away till I plant my explosives. Just because, you know, if you attract too much attention and the person's close to you while you're planting the explosives, you might die, and you really don't want that, you know. since the game was going bad already, and there was really nothing you could do to push forward your squad all by yourself, the most you can do is try to blow everything up that the enemy has, and, you know, at least try to diminish their ability to attack you, at least with airstrikes, and be able to detect you, you know, and blockade your team. So that's pretty much all this video is about. And the reason why this relates to a lot of shooters is because even in games like Call of Duty, which is only like 8 people, I mean, you can be a lone wolf and pretty much win the game, kind of. If you're really good and you really know the maps and you got like a really good setup, custom setup for your gun, then you might be able to do it all by yourself. But most of the time, you need at least another person watching your back, because you can't plant stuff without somebody else that's good also watching your back. But, you know, even in games like Domination, you know, there's people who just go around trying to kill. And while killing is good, killing is only good whenever your killing is actually making like a big impact. So if you're not like a top killer, then you shouldn't kill. Pretty much all I'm trying to say. You shouldn't kill if you're not a top killer. So you should focus on taking objectives once the games are going so bad, and once you know your skill is not up to par with the people you're going up against. And that's pretty much like the case was going on here. You know, our squad was not up in par in skill base, you know, against the other squad that was protecting the bunker that we were supposed to attack. And my squad was just all over the place, you know. I kept telling them stay on this side of the map, and it was like 4 people stayed on this side of the map that still did whatever they wanted, you know, like me, the other guy, and then 2 other people. But we were just kind of like all over the place. We didn't really stick together, and that's the only way you really can win. And then the other 4 people were like all the way on the other side of the map, which is like 300 meters away. I'm like, you know, it's impossible to win like that. But, you know, this kind of applies to even in games like Call of Duty, you know, because even when playing games like Domination and Call of Duty, playing Search and Destroy, you can't just go around killing people. You can't do that. I mean, maybe Search and Destroy, you know, kind of. But, you know, for the most part, you really can't play like that and expect to win in anything that's team objectives. So all you do is, like, you know, if the going gets tough, just focus on your objectives and focus on healing people and stuff like that. Focus on repairing things that are going to give you a lot of experience, especially if you're playing in mag. You put the multi-queue, you put Domination in the multi-queue, and put 2 other game modes that are very few people go in, and you get like a 60% bonus plus a 256% experience bonus from Domination, plus all the extra experience you get from blowing all the stuff up, plus the ribbons. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I got for you for this video, guys. So I will be catching you guys later. I'll bring you another video later. So, Underlordtico out. Peace.